Hola, Cyber Profe here. Let's talk about stem changing verbs. Now, this is a PowerPoint I use in class. If you are one of my students, then you should have a handout that goes with this. If you are not one of my students, welcome. You are more than welcome to follow along. If you have any questions, comment below and I will answer them. So sometimes my students ask, why are these words different? Well, the more common a word is, the more likely it's going to break the conjugation rules. And stem changers, they follow the rules, but they don't follow the rules. They're close with a twist. And we're going to find out what that twist is. First, let's do a little bit of review. An infinitive is the original unconjugated verb. I have 4 infinitives here, and they do happen to also be stem changer verbs. Pedir, jugar, pensar, and poder. Okay, now remember what we do. Our first step is to drop our infinitive ending. Then we decide what our subject is going to be, because our subject tells us what ending we need on our verb. Let's see this in action. We have pensar, to think. Step 1, drop the AR. Now step 2, we need to decide what our subject is, and in this sense, let's use yo. And then yo tells us that our ending should be an O. Now if this was a normal verb, we would be done, but this is a stem changer verb. And I'm sorry to tell you, there is no way to just look at a verb and know that it's a stem changer. The only way to do this is practice and memorize and use it. Really, if you start talking, you'll get the sense of what sounds right and what doesn't sound right. Penso sounds really bad. It should be pienso. So this is an E to an IE stem changer. Let's see what happens. There you go. We have pienso for I think. Okay, just quick review. Remember, you need to drop that infinitive ending. The AR, the ER, the IR. Choose your subject. And in this case, it was yo, but could be any. Add the ending to match the subject. Again, if we're using yo, we're going to want to have an O. And now stem changers, with that twist is it has an extra step, a step 4, and you need to change the vowel in the stem to either an IE, an E, or a UE, depending on what word it is. So there are 3 plus 1 types of stem changers. I'll tell you what that plus 1 is in just a second. But there is E to IE, like pensar, what we saw, changes to PIE. There are E to I stem changers, like pedir. So that E would change to an I. And there are O to UE stem changers, like dormir, to sleep. And that O would turn into a UE. Now here comes the plus 1. Are you ready? It's jugar. There's only one word in the entire Spanish language that is a U to a UE stem changer. And that is jugar, to play. All right, let's look at E to I stem changers first. I have seguir, pedir, and decir. To follow, to ask, and to tell. So let's see what they look like. You can see the E's change to I's, except in the nosotros and the vosotros form. And I like to tell my students, nosotros no. Get it? Nosotros no. There are no stem changes in the nosotros form. There really aren't any changes in the nosotros form, not usually. So see the I here changed to an E here, here, and here. But this I stayed an I in the nosotros and the vosotros form. And this E stayed an E in the nosotros and the vosotros form. Okay? Nosotros, no. So if you are one of my students, you are currently using Descubre vocabulary. And we are going to focus on conseguir, decir, pedir, repetir, and seguir.
The only option I found is alitation.
Okay, so there are a couple times I'm going to show this in action again as a refresher. So let's see. If you remember step 1, drop your ending. Now what's step 2? Did you get decide on your pronoun? Right? You need to decide on your subject or your pronoun so you know what your ending will be, but we're not going to worry about the endings. So just know that you need to decide on your pronoun. And now what you do is you got to figure out which E you're going to change. Obviously, the first 3 are easy. There's only one E in the word. And so that is the E that would change to an I. But if you look down here, there are 2 E's. Oh no, which one do we do? Well, as a beginning language learner, this one might be too difficult right now, but you could find the stressed sound, and that's the letter that you change. If you're not ready for that yet, the other way is to find the first E going from right to left, and that would be this one. Also, notice up here I have asterisks. That's because conseguir and decir, they're also go verbs. So the yo form conjugates a little bit differently than what you're used to. I just wanted you to be aware of that, but we're not going to go into depth right now. Okay, practiquemos. Now you can use a sheet of paper if you don't have the handout, or if you're one of my students, just write it down on the worksheet. Now I'm going to count to 3 and then I will go on, but you can pause the video for as long as you need to. All right, número 1, usted consigue. 2, nosotras decimos. 3, tú y yo pedimos. Que nosotros, no, that's why there's no stem changes in that one. Tú y yo turns into nosotros. Ellas siguen. Vosotros decís. Again, no stem changing because it's a vosotros. Tú repites. Yo sigo. Ustedes consiguen. Jorge y Paco dicen. Y Cristina repite. Great, let's do a little practice with sentences. I would encourage you to not just find the pronoun and match that. I would encourage you to read the whole sentence. There's nothing like reading to really improve your vocabulary in Spanish, or in any language, really. So, número 1. Yo repito después del maestro. 2. Tú siempre consigues libros interesantes en la biblioteca. 3. Nosotras servimos la comida. Remember, nosotros, no stem changers. Ellos siguen la línea azul. And el chico pide a sus padres. Moving on to E to IE stem changers. Now, how are you going to know if it's an E to I or an E to IE stem changer? Again, unfortunately or fortunately, you get this by practicing. So you get to practice to start to remember what these are. We have comenzar, preferir, y querer, to begin, to prefer, and to want or love. Notice again, no stem changers in the nosotros or the vosotros form. Keep in mind, nosotros, no. These are the words we are going to focus on. There are more, but these are what my students focus on. We have empezar. Oops, there we go. Empezar, entender, pensar, perder, querer, tener, and venir. Now, tener and venir have asterisks because they are also go verbs, so the yo form conjugates a little differently than what you're used to. So again, let's see if you can do these steps by yourself in your head. I'm just going to count to 2 and then go on. Step 1, drop the ending. Adios. Step 2, decide on your subject. That tells us the ending that we need, but we're not going to focus on that part right now. Well, step 3 is to put your ending on. So here's the twist, right? Step 4, what other verbs don't have. Step 4 is to figure out which E to change and to change it. Now, the last two are easy. There's only one E. So you would change it to an IE. The first two have two E's. And just like before, again, the challenging way for right now, for beginning language learners, the challenging way is to find the stressed sound and change that one. The easier way, find the first E going from right to left, and that's the one you change. Okay, I just want to show you really quick tener and venir. I'm sure by this point in your journey you have seen these verbs, but I just wanted to remind you that the yo form conjugates differently from the rest. It's still nosotros no. No stem changers in the nosotros or vosotros form. Okay, let's practice. I'm going to count to 3 and go on. You pause for as long as you need to. Okay, número 1. Yo cierro. Carlos comienza. Tú y yo empezamos. Ellas entiendan. Vosotros pensáis. Tú pierdes. Usted prefiere. Ustedes quieren. Nosotras tenemos. Nosotros no. Y Eva y Linda vienen. Again, practice with sentences, and still I encourage you, read the whole sentence. I will count to 3. Número 1. Tú comienzas la tarea después de la clase. 2. Yo cierro la puerta. 3. Nosotras tenemos los libros. Ellos prefieren jugar los videojuegos. Y el autobús viene a las 8. Again, if you have any questions, remember to comment below. You can also visit my website and send me an email from there. O to UE stem changers. Let's give these a shot. For here, I have almorzar, poder, and jugar. Now, jugar is not, you're like, where's the O in jugar? It's not an O to UE stem changer. Remember, it is the only word in the entire Spanish language that changes to U, from a U to a UE, but we are going to keep it in there so that you can see it. So, we have to eat breakfast, to be able to, or can, as in can I go somewhere to the bathroom, and to play. Again, nosotros no, and vosotros, of course. Okay. The stem changers we are going to work with that are an O to UE: almorzar, contar, dormir, encontrar, mostrar, poder, recordar, volver, y jugar. Okay, same thing. It's the same steps. Doesn't hurt to see it again. So first thing you do is drop the ending. Decide on the subject. That tells you the pronoun you need. That tells you the ending that goes on the verb. So that's step 3, putting the ending on the verb. We're not going to focus on that part. And the final 4th step is actually stem changing, and these are easy. It's an O to a UE stem changer. There's only one O in those verbs, so that's the one you would change. All right, practice. I will count to 3 and then show you the answers. Okay, número 1. Tú almuerzas. Nosotras contamos. Nosotros no, no stem changers. Ustedes duermen. Julia y Laura encuentran. Vosotros mostráis. Daniel puede. Usted recuerda. Tú y yo volvemos. That turns into a nosotros. No stem changers in nosotros. Número 9. Yo puedo. Y ellos juegan. All right, here are more. There are even more than this, but these are the common ones. Pause here to look them over if you would like. I'm sure you've seen them before. You may have some in your textbook as well. All right, practiquemos. It is time to practice. For 1 through 10, you'll need to decide if this is an E to IE, E to I, or O to UE stem changer. I'm going to count to 3 and then show you which one it is. Then I will count to 3 again and start going through the answers. Again, feel free to pause as long as you need to in order to figure this out on your own before you just see the answers I put up there. Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on a second. All right, let's try this again. There you go. There is the which stem changer it is. And then I will go on in 3 seconds. Okay, número 1. Ustedes entienden. La mamá duerme. Paulina prefiere. Yo repito. Vosotros volvéis. No stem changer, because it's a vosotros. 6. Ana y Beto consiguen. Tú vienes. Usted cierra. Ellos pueden. Y nosotros repetimos. Again, no stem changer, because nosotros and the I in the this here stays an I. Okay, now if you are one of my students, you know that there are 30 practice problems. If you're not one of my students, heads up, there are 30 practice problems. I am just going to go through, I'll count to 3, then I will go through and slowly show you your answers. Pause at any time to give yourself more time to figure it out on your own. Here we go. Yo vuelvo a clase después de la escuela. Nosotros jugamos en el estadio. Ellas almuerzan en la cafetería. Tú no puedes ir al baño. Él duerme en la biblioteca. Seis. Ustedes recuerdan cuando miran las fotos. Nosotros pedimos por el baloncesto. Again, nosotros no. That's why there's no stem changers. 8. Yo digo ay cuando tengo hambre. Now this one's strange. It might seem strange to you because it's a yo-go verb. That's why it is not D-I-C-G-O. It is just D-I-G-O. Ellos no cierran la puerta al baño. 10. Él encuentra los libros. 11. Ustedes dicen la verdad. Nosotros conseguimos las frutas. Remember, nosotros no. Yo pienso antes de hablar. Ellos no vuelven pronto. 15. Vosotras preferís nadar en la piscina. Paul le muestra su tarea al maestro. Ellos vienen a la ciudad en tren. Paco comienza a abrir el chocolate. Nosotras no entendemos la lección. Ay de mí. Y 20. Mi programa favorito empieza a las 9. And just in case you were wondering, programa is a masculine word, even though it ends in A. That's why it's programa favorito. Okay, 21 through 25. Again, pause as long as you need. I'm just going to count to 3. Okay, 21. Nosotros empezamos la escuela en agosto. El niño le pide muchas cosas a su papá. ¿Pierdes tú la tarea? La manzana tiene un gusano. Ew. Y 25. Mi familia y yo almorzamos a las 9. Again, remember, anytime you see an y, yo, it's more than likely a nosotros. So my family and I, we eat breakfast at 9. And again, nosotros, no stem changers. Last 5, 26 through 30. Okay, 26. El maestro repite mucho. El perro encuentra la pelota azul. ¿Consigues tú el dinero? Mi papá no recuerda su aniversario. That's not good. Y 30. Javier y tú. Now it can be two. Prefieran or preferís ir al parque. It depends. So Javier and you guys prefer, which would have been prefieran. Or Javier y tú, y'all prefer, which would be preferís ir al parque. All right, thanks for watching. If you're interested in more, please hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified when I upload, you can also hit the bell. Otherwise, adios y nos vemos.